Upcoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the upcoming video games of November 2014. I'm Globku from Magical Noob, bringing you the highlights of gaming goodness coming out this month. We start on November 4th, you know what day it is. It's Tuesday, which means a ton of big releases. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare comes out at the same time for all platforms. As usual, it features a single-player campaign, this time with Kevin Spacey, and multiplayer using all the delicious technology that exists in the future. And we like the future, don't we? Explosions look cooler in the future. Same day, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth comes out. It is a remake of the original Binding of Isaac game with local two-player co-op. The graphics have been slightly improved and it will include the Wrath of the Lamb expansions. It will also add a new final chapter and ending, 3 new playable characters and tons of more items, rooms, enemies and bosses. So, while this game is a remake, with all the stuff they're adding to it, it looks like a really big expansion to the original Binding of Isaac. 3 days later, we get to Friday, and football fans are really excited because the new Football Manager comes out. Take control of any football club as the manager and bring nothing but riches and glory to your favorite team. How about we fast forward to Tuesday again? November 11th is going to be big for gaming. First, we've got Assassin's Creed Unity coming out for PC and the new generation consoles. The big thing this year seems to be cooperative multiplayer, allowing you to play with 3 friends in narrative-driven missions. The setting is the French Revolution, and there are some actually interesting additions such as free running downwards and a lot of new character customization stuff. If you don't own a new generation console though, no worries, Assassin's Creed Rogue is coming out for 360 and PS3. It's also been confirmed for PC, though that version shouldn't come out until next year. Rogue's gameplay is similar to Black Flag, mixing ship, naval, combat and exploration with a traditional third-person assassination action. It's set in various North American locations such as the frozen North Atlantic, New York and Quebec, and takes place during the 7 Years' War. Still on the same Tuesday, Halo, the Master Chief Collection is coming out for Xbox One. It contains Halo Anniversary, Halo 2, Halo 3 and Halo 4 and their respective multiplayer modes with complete DLCs. All games have been graphically upgraded, with Halo 2 receiving the same treatment as Halo Anniversary. All of that in a single package makes this the best way for someone new to Halo to get all these games. And if those AAA titles aren't really your thing, you've still got LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, which comes out on the same day. Following the events of LEGO Batman 2, Batman and the Justice League must travel into outer space to stop Brainiac from taking over the universe. The game features over 150 playable characters from the DC universe. Other than that, the gameplay and humor seems to be what we've come to expect from the LEGO games. And if you're more of a retro gaming kind of guy, Toybox Turbos kinda looks like the Micro Machines game for the Genesis. Mega Drive for us Europeans. It is a racing game by Codemasters where you collect and customize vehicles and race around what should be very familiar environments like the kitchen or the pool table. It's got multiplayer and honestly, it's about time that game got remade because it was awesome. On Thursday, FIFA's rival, Pro Evolution Soccer comes out. The game promises changes in the AI, new animation, atmosphere, and lighting effects. On that same Thursday, Warlords of Draenor expansion hits World of Warcraft. The expansion takes you back in time, giving you new areas to explore, new raids, the level cap is raised to 100, and the graphical revamp on environments and character models. Oh, and also you can have your own house now. November 18th has some pretty big releases. How about Dragon Age Inquisition? The world is bigger, there's more customization options, combat's getting some new cool features, and this time it also has a multiplayer mode besides the usual single-player story. Is this a big title enough for you? Then how about Far Cry 4? I mean, the previous one was really good, and this one seems to be following on its footsteps, while adding elephants that you can ride on, new mechanics such as environmental hypothermia, diseases when you're bitten by certain animals, but honestly, the air gliding suit is what has me all pumped up for this title. I mean, just look at this, that's badass. Or maybe you're more of a city guy and would rather play Grand Theft Auto on the new consoles. Yep, that comes out on November 18th as well. The PC version will be coming out until January 27th of next year though, so keep waiting, PC gamers. But then again, big titles might not be your thing, and November 18th also has something for those of you who are fans of indie games. Never Alone, a PC exclusive, is described as an atmospheric puzzle platformer. You'll be solving puzzles by switching between the girl character and the fox. While the fox is fast, the girl can pick things up and open new areas using her bola. November 18th ain't done yet. Dead Island is getting another game, and no, it's not Dead Island 2. It's a game called Escape Dead Island, which tells the origin story of the original Dead Island game. How the zombie virus broke out, how the apocalypse started. It plays from a third-person perspective unlike its predecessors, and there's a lot of crazy things going on. Visions or deja vus which don't seem to make sense. The bad news is, this spin-off game doesn't seem to be canon, so in the end you'll learn nothing relevant about that world. But maybe it's still fun? Fingers crossed. Okay, last release of November 18th. Little Big Planet 3 for the PlayStations. It introduces 3 new characters to the franchise, each one of them with their own unique traits and abilities. As usual, you can play on user-created levels and you can transfer all the previous DLC from the first 2 games into this one. You got new tools, power-ups, well, pretty much everything you'd expect from a new Little Big Planet title. Alright, enough of November 18th, let's fast forward to November 21st where we got 2 big titles from Nintendo. Super Smash Bros. Finally comes out for Wii U. It will have a special mode that allows up to 8 players to play simultaneously, along with some other exclusive game modes and some exclusive maps and characters. Pretty cool. On the same day, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are both coming out for 3DS. These are remakes of the Ruby and Sapphire titles for Game Boy Advance. It will include new playable character designs and the new Mega Evolutions for Sceptile and Swampert, which were not in the previous games. Let's move on to November 24th, where Rollers of the Realm gives an interesting twist to pinball. Instead of playing on a regular table, you're actually progressing through different environments using pinball mechanics, exploring cities, destroying objects, all with the power of your ball and your flippers. And the last release we're highlighting this month is Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions. It seems to be taking a 3D approach, which I'm not really a big fan of, honestly. It's still really fast and chaotic, but the 2D simplicity of the previous titles was kind of what made those games great. But maybe it's just not aimed at me. What do you think? Does this or any of the other titles that are coming out in November interest you? Let me know in the comments below. What's your November gaming life going to consist of? While you're down there, make sure to click the like button, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Take care, guys. See you next time.